Spanish gastronomy. Introduction. Spanish gastronomy is one of the most varied in the world. It's formed by different dishes from different regions. All these regions have their own history and ingredients, native to Spain, but also foreign ingredients introduced by different peoples from other countries. This gastronomy has coastal cooking and products, such as fish and shellfish from the Mediterranean and Atlantic Ocean, and also has a rural way of preparing food, like stews of meat and beans, or lamb roasts.
The history of products. The Mediterranean trilogy is formed by olive tree, vine, and wheat. These are famous and typical products of Spain. Other ingredients were introduced in different periods of Spanish history. Rice. This cereal was introduced in the Iberian Peninsula by Muslims. It's essential for many dishes in many parts of Spain. Muslims also introduced citrus in Al-Andalus, Islamic Iberia. The discovery of America contributed to the introduction of new products in all Europe and of course in Spain. Potatoes, tomatoes, pepper, cocoa are examples of those new products.
Rice is frequently used in Valencia, for example, to prepare paellas. Paellas originated in rural areas in Valencia between the 15th and 16th centuries because farmers and herdsmen needed food easy to cook with the ingredients that they had at hand. The most typical one is prepared with green beans, rabbit or chicken, garofo, a type of bean, and some spices and condiments. In other paellas, fresh sea products are used. This is typically made in the Mediterranean coastline. Paellas can also have both meat and fish. Their ingredients depend on the region and the season. Arroz negro, paella with squid ink, is served with alioli, a sauce with olive oil and garlic.
Let's talk about Iberian ham. This is one of the most typical products of Spain. Many experts say that the best Iberian ham is from Hijuelo and Jabugo. These are also the most expensive ones. Pigs can be fed with fodder, a mixture of fodder and acorn or just acorn. Depending on the breed purity and the food, the quality of the ham improves or gets worse. Good Iberian ham is usually served with a glass of wine.
What about desserts? Torrijas are nice. They are sweet, soft, and delicious. They are from the 15th century. Originally, torrijas were French, but the Spanish version is very old and typical of many parts of the northern Spain. They are made with milk-soaked bread, sugar or honey, and cinnamon. All this covered with whisked eggs and finally fried. They are typical of the Holy Week.
Spanish omelette. You can find it in almost any bar in Spain. It was thought that the Spanish omelette came from Navarra but actually is from Extremadura and it's about 300 years old.
Ingredients: eggs, potatoes, salt. We have to whisk the eggs and also cut up the potatoes. Then we have to cook the potatoes. Then we add the eggs in the cooked potatoes and that's it.
Roast lamb is a typical dish of Aragon. Aragon's lamb is the best in Spain. This dish is the result of a mixture of cultures. Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived together for a long time, and all of them ate lamb. Jews and Muslims prepare it in different ways, and Christians ate the remains of all. Nowadays, it's prepared with potatoes, thyme, rosemary, and olive oil.
Spanish gastronomy is a world leader in capitals such as London, and it has many of the best chefs in the world. For example, David Muñoz is a Spanish chef who has earned 3 Michelin stars. Juan Mari Arzac Arratibel is the owner and chef for Arzac Restaurant. He is considered to be one of the great masters of New Basque cuisine. Juan Roca, Josep Roca, and Jordi Roca won 3 Michelin stars in 2009. In 2013, El Celler de Can Roca is selected as the best restaurant in the world by Restaurant Magazine. Carlos Arguiñano, for example, is a celebrity television chef in Spain, and many more that are also considered to lead international cuisine.